The following is a special training video presented by the Navis Imperialis.
Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Hyler Crypto. Today I'm going to show you how to use some of the options of the shield mod by Darkstar. Without further ado, we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so for those of you who have not used the shield mod, you can see there towards the bottom of my screen, more to the left side there, that's the shield HUD. That will show you left, right, up, down, forward, back, all the different sides of your shield. The little circles there indicate overheat, and when you have your shield balancing, between more favoring kinetic or energy, you'll see that little guy pop up there in the bottom to show you which side you're on. So the first really important thing you want to do with the shields is you want to use the command ds toggle hotkeys. Oop, bunny, there you go. And so I already had it enabled, so it'll tell me now hotkeys are false. So I'm just gonna re-enable that for myself. Yeah, so it's ds toggle hotkeys, and it's actually a /, not an exclamation. So then that'll turn that back on for me. And now with the hotkeys enabled, I'm able to use the directional, like the numpad, right? The 1, 2, 3, all that. So 7 and 1 will change your shield modulation between energy and kinetic. 4 will shunt the left side of your shields. 5 will shunt the right. If you look at your keyboard, it's pretty obvious what the directions are there. Now, for shunting top and bottom shields, the top is 9, and the bottom shields are 3. So always remember that. If you ever want to quickly undo any shunting, just go ahead and press the 5 button, and that'll turn all the shunting for that shield off. The next thing we want to look at is the shield modulator. So you can bind the shield modulator to your toolbar to enable structural integrity mode. A lot of people who mine use that, especially if they have more complicated mining ships. You should have the option, if you fly with friends and whatnot, that you should allow allied players to bypass. Some people do the ignore terrain, because the shield will, with that setting disabled, will still protect you from terrain. It's just not as good as structural integrity. So another thing with the more modern shield mod by Darkstar is that it used to be that the shield generator had to be outside of the ship, but now you can definitely have it on the inside. It's far better than having it on the outside where it's easy to hit. When you are configuring your shields, you'll want to set them to always visible and something that's high reflective, so you can physically see where the shield begins and ends. And just use the sliders of the shield controller to try to get the shield as small as you can, like get as close of a fit to the hole as you can. That's the best way to maximize how much shield you're going to be able to use. Because anything that pokes out of the shield, just bear in mind that it will not be considered protected by the shield. So these antennas here that I have sticking off, you can kind of see right there where it's sticking out of the shield. These things get blown off all the time. It's perfectly normal, but everything else inside the shield is normally fine. This block is called the Shield Enhancer. This is what allows you to go into fortification mode, which essentially makes your shield this much bigger bubble around your ship instead of like wherever you have it configured to. And in some cases it'll double your shield power. In other cases it might add a couple million. So you definitely want to have a shield enhancer if you're going to rely on that for defense. Bear in mind though that there is a speed limit to fortification mode, so we'll go ahead and demonstrate that right now since the shield is visible. So we'll go into Fortify, and you see my shields bump up to a nice 19.6 million. And then you also see that it is now this big bubble around my ship. And I'll turn this on so you can see my speed. So you see at 2 meters, right? Nearly 3 still on. 4 meters. 6 meters. 9. 11. About 15 meters is where shield fortification is disabled. So we'll see if we can turn that back on. Nope, that's the wrong one. There's the fortify. Yeah. So 15 meters per second and under, your fortification will still be on. But the moment you go over that, it'll go back down. The rest of it is pretty self-explanatory once you get into the settings. Just don't be afraid to play around with stuff and see how everything works. But until next time, this has been Hylar Crypto. Thank you for watching. If there's anything that I missed in this video that you have questions about, feel free to ask me down in the comments. Thank you, and have a nice day.